Hello, happy new moon in Capricorn. Welcome to my channel. And if you've already been here, welcome back. So for tonight's pick-a-pile reading, we have 3 piles to choose from. So for pile 1, we have the green calcite. For pile 2, we have rose quartz. And for pile 3, we have blue calcite. So I'll give you a moment to pause the video and pick whatever pile you're drawn to. Alright, pile 1, if you chose the green calcite, this'll be your reading. We'll get a few shuffles here and see what's going on for pile 1. Well, where I live today, it's sub-zero temperatures right now, and I hope all of you are staying warm and staying safe. They were calling for a blizzard, and luckily we didn't end up getting all the snow that they said we were gonna get, but it's Wisconsin, you gotta expect it, but it still can be scary. But it definitely wasn't as bad as we thought it was gonna be. Alright, pile 1, so for overall energy, we have the Sun card. I like it already. That's looking pretty positive. And we have what crosses you, the Tower card in the reverse. So a lot of you are just coming out of a major shakeup, and now it's your time to shine. And your fears right now are the person that's on your mind. You're afraid that they're not gonna communicate with you like you're hoping that they are. And in your distant past, we have the 5 of Swords. So that's a conflict card. So maybe you were at odds with somebody that you care about. I mean, aren't we all from time to time, but you specifically. And in the recent past, we have the 6 of Cups. Some of you may have been getting nostalgic, you were missing this person, you wanted to reach out to them, or when they reached out to you, it was extra tempting. So what is going to happen in the near future? We've got the 10 of Cups in the reverse. So you viewed this person as possibly your soulmate. You made each other feel like a kid again. However, you thought that they were your happily ever after, but maybe some truths and some things are being revealed and you're finding that maybe they're not your happily ever after. Now, if you're all happy and, totally all good to go with your current relationship, don't worry about it. This isn't your reading then. Take what resonates and leave the rest. And how do you view yourself right now? So we've got the Six of Wands. So a lot of you are coming into some possibly public recognition, being recognized for a job well done. Maybe you have a skill or a talent, or, you know, maybe you were there for a friend in need and people are really recognizing it and appreciating you, and you're stepping into your power right now. And the people around you see you as the Hermit reversed. So a lot of you are coming out of hibernation and people are seeing that. You know, they're seeing that you're shining and it's your time to shine. Well, who gives a crap what they think? It's all about what you think. So what action does this person plan on taking, the person on your mind, if you have someone in question? So we've got the High Priestess. So I think that they have feelings that run pretty deep, but they're not expressing themselves right now, which, you know, that's what you're afraid of with that King of Swords in reverse that you got earlier. They're either not coming forward with their feelings, or it's very immature communication from them. You know, like, they're not being a mature adult about it. They're trying to they're acting like a teenager about it, and, you know, is that what you really want? Do you really want somebody like that? I mean, they could be very fearful, you know, but there's a certain point where it's like, well, if they're not gonna spit it out and be an adult about how they're communicating, you can only do so much. And can I get an outcome for pile 1? So we've got the Moon in reverse. So that talks about lies, deception, illusion, hiding things, which kind of goes with that High Priestess and the King of Swords in the reverse. Is that person gonna come forward with communication and finally spit it out? Honestly, no. So you might have to be the one to bring it up, but if you put all your stuff out there and, you know, you're being vulnerable with them and they're still not giving you anything communication-wise, either they're not mature enough to communicate like an adult, or, you know, maybe they're not on that same level as you, and it might be time to let it go possibly and focus on yourself and your own healing. I don't know if that makes any sense for you, pile 1. I hope that you're staying safe, staying warm, and I hope your year of 2023 goes great, and, you know, you'll be recognized for a job well done. You know, even if things aren't gonna work out in your situation romantically, you do have blessings and good things coming to you. After all, you did get that Sun card for your overall energy. Well, thank you, pile 1. I hope you have a great rest of your night. Hi there, pile 2. If you chose the Rose Quartz, this'll be your reading. So we'll get a few shuffles here and we'll see what's going on for pile 2. Where I live, it's sub-zero temperatures at the moment, and they were calling for a blizzard. Luckily, we didn't get all the snow that they said that we were gonna get, but it is definitely cold out, that's for sure. So I hope you are all staying safe and staying warm. I don't know if you could hear that tiny little noise in the background, that little squeak and the little noise, but I have a pet chinchilla, and he decided to make a little noise, so maybe he's excited about your reading. Or he's sick of hearing me yammering on, and he's saying, "Mom, shut up." Before I get to your reading, I'm going to point the camera at Snuffy, and then you can see him. there he is. Say hi, Snuffy. Hi, everybody. Just so you know, he's not like an imaginary pet or anything. Alright, pile 2. Oh, it wasn't even on. Oh, I am recording. I thought I accidentally paused it. Get it together, sunshine and violets. Anyways, so we have the tower in the reverse for your overall energy. That's weird because that came up in the last pile's reading. So a lot of you are coming out of a major shakeup. It sounds like pile 1's reading started off similarly. And what's crossing you right now is the Justice card in the reverse. So you may be going through a major shakeup due to an injustice. Some type of unfair decision was made involving your situation and your goals and fears right now. So we've got the Queen of Inspiration, which is the equivalent of the Queen of Wands. So your major goal right now is to really step up and come into your power. I think that's a pretty great goal to have. I think that you wish that you were more courageous and you're trying to work on your courage right now. And in the distant past, we have the Muse of Inspiration. So that's how a lot of you originally were. And because of this shakeup and this, you were being treated unfairly, it knocked you down for a little bit. And with that Queen of Inspiration, it's reminding you, being down like this is not who I am. I'm fire, I'm creative, I'm, full of life and energy, and you're remembering that about yourself with that Muse of Inspiration. So you're recognizing it, and you're trying to heal and get back to your old original self. Thing is, when you heal, you'll never be the same again. You're not gonna be your original self, but you'll be like a 2.0 version of what you once were that's even better if you keep trying for it. And in the recent past, we have the Devil. So some of this could have involved temptation, possibly even something having to do with substances, or a person that's hooked on substances, or addicted to some type of toxic cycle. It could be you addicted to your own cycles. There's also a slim chance that you could be dealing with a Capricorn as well. And in the near future, we have 8 of Materials, which is like the 8 of Pentacles. So you might be going to school soon or leveling up skill-wise. So some of you may be looking at possibly learning new things at work, a possible promotion, or you might be leveling up in your skills, like you might be taking extra courses or going back to school for something related to your field, or something new altogether. And how do people view you right now? So we have the 10 of Emotions in reverse, which is like the 10 of Cups in the reverse. That's weird because pile 1 got that same card. It's like you and pile 1 have a lot of similarities going on. So maybe this involved you thought that either a person or a job was where you were gonna settle down, like you're happily ever after, and you're seeing, some truths being revealed that maybe it's not your final, point after all, that this might not be for you, when at one point you thought that it totally was for you. And how are others around you seeing you, or who is the person on your mind? So we've got the Hierophant. So either your person you might be dealing with a Taurus, you might be a Taurus, or people might be viewing you as somebody that's more traditional, or the person on your mind may be more conservative and traditional, and maybe you're more liberal, maybe you're more of a free thinker, that likes to explore many different areas, and they're more, it's gotta be this way. I don't know if that's your situation or has to do with the person that you're having conflict with. You know what resonates and what doesn't. And what action does this person plan on taking, or what clues do we have, that's kind of going towards the outcome for pile 2? So we have the Eight of Voices, which is the equivalent of the Eight of Swords. I think that people view you as feeling trapped, or maybe they view you as being trapped. It's not totally making sense with everything, or maybe people saw you get kicked down and they think that you're gonna stay down. Oh, nuh-uh. You're gonna rise back up and they're gonna be salty as hell. And what's the outcome for pile 2? So we have the Awakening in the reverse. This must be a unique card to this deck because I've never seen it before. So maybe it might, you might go into hibernation for a little while to work on yourself before you pop into this creation and fire mode. I'm gonna get one more card for pile 2, or maybe a couple more cards. I feel like there's more. So we've got the Chariot. Yep, you're moving on from this bullshit in no time. And we've got the Knight of Inspiration in the reverse. Somebody's got a big mouth that likes to talk shit. Well, hell with them. You work on you and you worry about coming into your own power. Yeah, and we've got the Page of Voices in reverse, so that's like the Page of Swords in the reverse. So that is the card of why talk when you can stalk. So these people or this person is definitely watching you. They're looking at your social media, they're looking at your pictures, they're being nosy in your comments, looking for likes and reactions to try to get a clue about who you might be interested in or talking to. Well, they could open their mouth and maybe try to communicate instead of trying to be sneaky about it. All they have to do is talk to you. Like they act like a stalker behind closed doors. But then to your face, they act all aloof, like you don't exist. Do you really want that immature kind of energy? This really sounds a lot like pile 1's reading. So I think a lot of you are having some similar storylines going on. Alright, pile 2, well, I hope that answered some questions for you and you're staying safe and warm out there. And we'll go ahead and move on to pile 3's reading. Thank you, pile 2, and I hope you have a good night and a good year for 2023. Hello there, pile 3. If you chose the blue calcite, this'll be your reading. So we'll get a few shuffles for pile 3 and see what's going on for all of you. Where I live, they were calling for blizzard conditions. We didn't end up getting the snow that they thought we were going to, but ooh, is it bitter cold. It is in the sub-zero temps right now. So I hope all of you are staying warm and staying safe. I'll laugh if, you live in Florida or something and you're like, ha ha, we don't have those kind of temperatures, suckers. Alright, pile 3, so I had a card that flipped out of the deck right away, and it is the Judgment card. So right off the bat for you, pile 3, I think that you are in the midst of trying to decide between two major things, or it could be more than two, but a decision is being made, or is about to be made. And next we have the King of Cups. So there is someone that definitely has a lot of emotion for you. If this is a question about a love situation, the person on your mind, I would be willing to bet that they definitely do have emotion for you. Maybe you've been deciding if it's worth it to stick around or not, because they haven't really been revealing their feelings, and it's hard to tell, what way they want to go with things. And your goals and fears, pile 3. So we've got the Queen of Wands in the reverse. I think maybe you're afraid to communicate with this person because maybe you think that they won't take it well and they might be vicious verbally, possibly. Or maybe this person is very blunt and you're afraid of them rejecting you and saying something that's gonna hurt your feelings. What happened in the distant past for you, pile 3? So we have the 3 of Laurels, so that's the equivalent of the 3 of Pentacles, and it's in the reverse. So in your distant past, I feel like either whoever you were with, or maybe it's the current person on your mind, somebody was not being very cooperative with you, and they were not collaborating with you the way that you hoped that they would. Or it could involve a situation at work, too. Pentacles, especially the 3 of Pentacles, often deals with work situations. So maybe things weren't going well at work in the distant past. Hell, maybe they ain't going good now. And in your recent past, we've got the 3 of Cups. So that sounds like there was maybe some type of celebration or a party, and it was the highlight of your interaction with this person. And because you have 2 cards now that are both 3 cards, it could be talking about a third-party situation. It might not be anyone cheating necessarily, but maybe you're part of the same friend group and there's a lot of talking and a lot of other people involved. Or maybe they have something else going on in their life where they're giving it more attention than they're giving to you, and it makes you question, well, how deep of the feelings do they really have for me, because they're not expressing it yet. So what's in the near future for pile 3? So we have the Tower, which normally, isn't the best. It's not always a good thing initially, but there's a major shakeup on the horizon that, now just keep in mind, the breakdown always happens before the breakthrough. So even though it's a major shakeup and it doesn't sound pleasant, it's, leveling everything out, starting at ground zero to start fresh. It's the destruction of an old way to make room to plant the seeds for the birth of a new. Or, what I got intuitively right off the bat is whatever situation is looming on the horizon for you that might be a tough situation, it's gonna give the opportunity for that person on your mind. You'll really see what they're made of, if they're solid or not. Maybe they'll jump in and show up for you and majorly be empathetic and understanding and, be there for you. Don't rely on it, though. Never rely on another person to fulfill your happiness. It's found from within. But, when shit hits the fan, it does reveal who the true friends and the true people in your life are. You see who cares and who maybe doesn't care as much. That could have some type of connection to your situation. And how do you view yourself right now? Ooh, I like it. The Empress. You're coming into your power, and you know you're coming into your power. regardless of whether things work out with this person or not, I think you're entering a new chapter in your life, and and you're nurturing something. Could also mean somebody might be pregnant. Don't freak out if you really don't think that you're pregnant. It's not you and it's not your situation. A family member could reveal that they're pregnant soon, possibly. You could be viewing yourself as nurturing and motherly, or maybe that's who you are to this person, and that's the type of role that you play in their life. And how does this person view you? That's nice. We've got the Ten of Laurels, which is like the Ten of Pentacles. So that's like a homecoming, reuniting with family. Maybe you were with this person before and you broke up and you're wondering, what's gonna happen with this ex. We never know for sure what's gonna happen, but I think that the person on your mind views you as home. Like, you make them feel comforted, and they view you as like a home, like peaceful feeling, like you are their sanctuary. And what action is this person gonna take? So we've got the High Priestess in the reverse. I think that came up in pile 1's reading too. So are they gonna communicate anytime soon? I don't think so. You might see more of their feelings revealed through their actions versus their words. So rather than paying attention to what this person says, watch what they do. And that's just in any situation in life anyways, whether it's talking about this person or another person. People's actions are gonna show how they feel about you, period. They can yappity yap all the mushy stuff in the world that they want and be all lovey-dovey, but it's like, well, are they showing up for you? Are they making it a point to actually see you, or are they just full of excuses? Everybody's busy, but if they really want to see you, they'll find a way to make time for you, only if it's for a little while. So just be mindful of paying attention to the actions of people. Mushy, fluffy words are nice and all, but watch the actions. And can I get an outcome for pile 3? So we've got the Five of Wands, so that's a conflict card. Yeah, I mean, maybe because maybe the person's words don't match their actions, and maybe there'll be some conflict as far as that goes. I'm gonna flip another card or two for pile 3 and see if there's anything else it can tell me. So we've got the Queen of Swords in the reverse. That kind of looks like either immature communication or lack of communication. Yeah, I mean, maybe the conflict is gonna come, into play here because of the communication not being there. And we've got the Chariot, so pretty much the way that it goes, you're making an ultimatum in your mind where if this person doesn't communicate with you properly, and especially if their actions don't match the communication, it's gonna get old and you're gonna end up moving on. So I guess, it's up to you to decide what boundaries you're gonna have with it. I feel like all 3 of the readings all kind of were very similar. So there might be quite a few of you all going through the same thing right now. Well, pile 3, I hope you enjoyed your reading and I hope it answered some questions for you. I hope you're staying warm and staying safe, and have a great rest of your night. Thank you for watching.